girls are differently and disproportionately impacted by climate change, disasters, and migration compared to men and boys. But they are also frontline responders and critical agents of change who deploy their resources to drive community and family survival, preparedness, risk reduction, recovery, and adaptation. We do need intentional policy coherence driven by multi-sector, multi-stakeholder collaboration and coordination that includes different government ministries and departments, including the national women's machineries, civil society organizations, media, private sector, academia, working on climate change, disaster risk reduction, and migration from a gender equality and a women's rights perspective.
Including women and their support groups whom are impacted by climate change and migration, and their priorities in climate, disaster risk reduction, and migration strategies and programs in a harmonized manner is critical to coherent and inclusive policy formulation and implementation.
The Arab Gender Equality and Women Empowerment Voluntary Stakeholder Group seeks to address gender-responsive strategies related to disaster risk reduction, climate change, mitigation, adaptation, migration, and displacement. We felt it is important to work with this group in order to achieve inclusive sustainable development goals.
The Gender Equality and Women Empowerment Group commits to supporting governments in the region to achieve anticipated results through a set of related activities in the following ways. Developing gender-sensitive data research tools for policy development and implementation, promoting women's and girls' participation in decision-making, and enhancing capacities of governments to mainstream gender equality and women's rights into policy design and implementation.
As a regional organization aiming to enrich cooperation and coordination among civil society organizations to ensure ecosystem and environmental preservation, we found it crucial and of great interest to us to become part of the Voluntary Stakeholder Group on Gender, Climate Change, DRR, and Migration, since it's in line with our mandate and will help us mainstream gender perspectives in all our DRR activities. The group's primary goal is to strengthen Arab cooperation at national and regional levels to support the implementation of the Sendai framework, which emphasizes the gender equality and women empowerment, implementing DRR work. We are so glad to be part of this group to help advocate on its goals among the civil society organizations in the Arab region.
We felt that we could join and serve the cause of this group through our capacity and expertise in working to reduce disaster risk and losses to ensure a safer and more sustainable future. We also seek through this group to advocate as well on the importance of women leadership and engagement in the formulation of disaster risk reduction strategies and plans to include the provision addressing the priorities of the group.
Join the Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Voluntary Stakeholder Group and help us achieve our mission.